welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. Well, it is that time. With the last video of this series, we're going to talk about winter packing or cold climate packing. Alaska, Norway, Fjords, Antarctica, wherever you think is cold, or maybe just those evenings at night. So I'm going to show you what I packed for Chicago, which is not a cruise, but it's very cold. It was very cold there. It was, when we left, I think it was like 18 degrees and a storm had come in. And there's a whole nother story there. So, but I'm going to show you what I packed, and it's going to be pretty similar to what I would pack when I travel, because these are kind of my go-to items, and makes it easier when you know kind of your most comfortable things that you wear on a daily basis. Everybody's going to be different, so take this just with maybe some tips or some ideas that are options. So I have my case right here, and basically I'm going to kind of do an unpacking because that makes it much easier for me. There are some things, of course, I'm not going to show, and just because they could be work related or whatever, but here we go. Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. All right. So I'm going to review this Biaggi bag update. I did like an unboxing. I'm going to review it a little bit later. So this is a lot of pockets and stuff. I did pick up a couple of souvenirs. My magnet. And some candy from Fannie Mae. I don't know about this. A little heart one. Aww. So, alright. So first of all, one thing I did leave out, but I think what I'm going to do is, you know, this is a travel pillow. And what I've been doing is mostly like the packing stuff. But what I'm going to do is probably later on, I'll do kind of my best things for flying. Either if it's like 3 hours or more, I would say. I don't think I need to do anything under 3 hours. It goes by pretty fast. But anything 3 hours or more, then I'll talk to you about some of this stuff. Alright, so I did pick up a couple things, just so you know. And I talked about this, that I don't do much t-shirts, but I really did like this color. So I picked myself up a little t-shirt. And I also picked up this sweater. I'll just put a picture in. I loved it. I found it at the Navy Pier, and I just thought it's like the perfect cruise kind of nighttime walk around kind of sweater, or Alaska sweater or something. I just thought it's really cool, and it's super soft, and it's a little long, so I like that because I could wear it with my leggings. So I actually wore it on the airplane home, my leggings and some boots, like, you know, fuzzy boots, and that worked out really well. Alright, so this obviously was work related, so I did take 2 sweaters, but I think normally I'd probably just take one really nice one, and then like maybe like a sweatshirt or something. I wouldn't normally, like just like a carnival hoodie zip up or something. But here's a nice little sweater like wearing into the dining room, which is one I've shown quite a bit. And then I did bring another sweater. And all of this did fit in the bottom half, so like the carry-on part of this suitcase. That was pretty good. And all these have to be washed, so I'm literally just like throwing them on the floor behind me. A brassiere. And then a pair of pajamas. So the long pants pajamas, so they're inside out, which I've shown in some videos. I did bring, I think, 3 long sleeve shirts. And I knew we were going to be outside just here and there. So I wanted to make sure I just had something comfortable to wear underneath things. And then I had like a work polo. And because it's a short sleeve, I wanted to have a dark blue long sleeve to go underneath it, because I tend to get very, very cold. So that's the reason I had some of these. But these long sleeve, not polo, the long sleeve shirts are my go-to. So these are the ones that I would normally pack for cold climate. And I'd probably take maybe 3, possibly 4. I would still bring, let's see if I can find them. I'd still bring, oh, there's the other part to my pajamas. I would still bring, I thought I was right here, but apparently I'm not finding it. But I bring 3 tank tops. And I just kind of rolled them up and tucked them in. I only show 2 right here, but there's another one in here. Because this is work, I did bring 2 blouses, and they're inside out. And I didn't wear these very long. In fact, I didn't even wear one. I put it on and then I got cold and I turned around and changed it. But so I wore this one, which was actually really good because we ate a lot. It covered everything. And then I brought this blouse that I was going to wear with that long sweater, but I was still really, really cold. So I just changed, and so I don't think it's a big deal. So for like a formal night dinner or something in the winter, then I brought something like this, but when I got there, it had like a little mark on it. I don't see it now, but it was there. And it's just a really pretty, nice little sweater with a little embellishment. And so it's nice to be able to wear on kind of the night out events. And then I had one other sweater, which I'll show you in this. I pretty much wore this outfit and for one day with all the sessions and stuff, because 2 days is just back-to-back sessions, and literally we go from about 8 in the morning to about 9, 10 o'clock at night for 2 days straight. And then the first day, it's like a half day, and the last day, like the 4th day, it's like another, like 2/3 of a day. So, and then this one, so that's that picture. And then I did bring those pants as well, which is this pants. And these are super comfortable to wear. And then I did bring another pair of black slacks. Now, I wouldn't bring this on a cruise, but, and in fact, I didn't even wear them. So that goes to show you. But these I would bring, which is 2 pairs of jeans. I bring my black pair and my denim pair. So I literally wear these probably with one of the blouses, or blouse and a sweater, or something like that into the dining room. This would tend to be my go-to. I don't think I could wear a dress because I'd be super cold. Super cold. And then this is just a pullover sweater. And it's really thick. It's so warm. This is like so warm. So there's that. And oh, here's the other long sleeve. And then I did bring 1 pair of sweatpants, which actually I wore these on the plane over there. And then just kind of, you freshen them up a little bit. So that's that. That was all the clothes I brought. And so that was work related. And that pretty much would be something I would bring. I think the only other thing I'd bring is probably a bathing suit in case I want to get in a hot tub. I'd probably only bring 1 bathing suit though, to be honest. And then wear probably maybe even the sweater, or yeah, I couldn't do that. I don't know. Something warm over it. Hopefully they'd have like a robe. Carnival used to have robes in the cabins, and they don't do that anymore. But I remember when they did, so I remember that. They don't anymore. I do have a really nice white robe that I could actually bring, and that could actually be used to go like the spa or the hot tub or something like that. I don't really go to the spa, but just in case you know. Alright. Now some cruise lines do still provide robes in the rooms, and I think in some of the like the mini suites and stuff like that, they probably still provide them. Alright. The only thing else I have left in here, looking, is my jewelry roll, which is something I didn't show my last thing, but I brought some very just simple basics. I brought 3 little necklaces with the other little purple one. I always keep my cruise watch in here. It just stays in the jewelry roll because I know I'm taking this, so it stays in there, and that way I'll never forget it. And then I just brought like I think 3 pairs of earrings. But nothing else. That's it. All right, put that aside. All right, let's go to the next section. So I did bring my curling iron, straightener, hairspray. I don't know if I always bring hair. I may bring hairspray. I think it depends on the climate, right? But just remember, if you bring hairspray, you're going to have to check your bag, especially that size. So I did check my bag. All right, so this is what's good about this suitcase, is that it does have this separate section. And so it is separated from the other side. So you could actually literally put like your dirty clothes on one side, clean clothes on the other. I did not do that in this case. What I did is I put all my shoes on this other side. And what I did is I left space in there. So when I actually got to the airport, I shoved my black jacket, this big down jacket that I've shown. I shoved it in there. So I didn't have to carry it around or anything like that, because I knew I wouldn't be, once I'm in the airport, you're fine. So that was that. This kept me very, very warm, by the way. Very warm. And I got it for like 25 bucks. I think 20 or 25 bucks. It was super cheap. I got it at Cotton On, which I mentioned before. And they just have some of the best deals sometimes. And I got it. You always go at the end of the season when stuff is on clearance, on sale and stuff, because you're making room for all the summer stuff, and then you can pick up stuff like this. So, all right. So I did take some gloves, and these are Kids Tech gloves. But my fingers are very short, and they still didn't really work that well. But I mean, they did keep my hands very warm. So these are musts. And then I did take 2 scarves. The other one's in the room. I wore it on the plane home, and I just left it in the room. I was so tired, I just dropped everything. But I did take this one as well, so it's a little warmer. It's like the crocheted one. Oh, this one's really nice to wear out. So I did bring 2 pairs of boots. So these longer ones. And then I brought these black ones. And then for every day, as I was out walking around, I wore these thick, waterproof snow boots. These are the ones I got, and I've showed before, but check those. Now, I tend to do I'm having it all folded up, because these are my dirty undergarments. And so I'll tend to put them inside the little packing cube. And then I will actually wash everything, and then I'll even wash all the packing cubes. They're nice and refreshed, obviously. But I think this makes keeping your stuff a little bit separated. And so I put this in the shoe side. Then I can just refresh my shoes too. And then I brought a pair of socks, like fuzzy socks, just to kind of slippers, walk around. And I put those inside the boots. And I also did take some thick socks to wear. And I put those inside these boots. Alright. Oh, I took a belt. Oh, don't forget things like this. I had forgotten about one time, and my pants were falling down. So things like this can be very expensive at different places. So just remember that. Alright, let me see what's on the other side. Oh. So I put my charger in there, but that's not really. Put that aside. Alright, umbrella. So it's all these little simple things that you tend to think like, oh my gosh, I forgot that. So little things like this, even with like a beanie and stuff. This was good for when we were walking around and it started snowing on us. But this was really good if it's like starts downpouring on you. So you want to have stuff like this or a rain poncho. I don't have a rain poncho. Probably should invest in one. But I do have a rain, like a little rain jacket that I've had. In fact, I don't even know where that went. Alright, that is literally it for the suitcase. And that's pretty much kind of what I would bring on a cruise. Just a couple pairs of jeans, maybe one more pair of like slacks. I would probably bring... The one things you don't see is the stuff that I was wearing, which was a pair of leggings. I would probably bring 2 pairs of leggings, and I would probably bring 1 extra pair of sweats just to kind of walk around and stuff like that. And that would be about it. I wouldn't change much more than that. Except for this one, obviously I brought work stuff, so I'd probably bring maybe 1 t-shirt or 2, because you're inside sometimes, so you don't really need a long sleeve. Like I said, I tend to get cold, so you have to base it on how you feel on a daily basis and what your body needs. So you want to have a little bit of variety. So like a couple tanks, a couple t-shirts, few long sleeves, and then something like really warm for me actually does work well, such as the sweatshirt, the hoodie zip up, a long sleeve nice sweater to wear to dinner and stuff like that. But I'll only bring like 1 of those, you know, like the hoodie to be walking around during the day, and then the 1 nice sweater to be able to walk around or to go to dinner or to go to like maybe one of the shows or something, so where you're going to dress a little bit nicer. So things like that. But that's what I would do. Alright, I will have some Chicago stuff later on if anyone is interested in that. Later on, kind of next week. I don't have much. I'll do a hotel review and then some stuff that I picked up there and maybe some of the things that I saw, like the little things, the places that we were able to go. My colleague and I, luckily, were both like foodies, which you can kind of tell because I feel like I've gained so much weight. And so, anyway. Oh, I did have one more thing. So obviously I took this out because I had to put this vase back on. This actually worked out really well, and so I'm going to insert a picture here. This worked out super well for this cruise. I pretty much had everything in it that I needed to, and there was a nice little vanity. As you can see, it just went really, really well for me. I'm actually liking it. I'm going to get used to it as we go on. And of course, I will do a follow-up review on this Biaggi suitcase. Anything else? If you have any questions on any of your go-tos that you would use for like a cold climate packing, please leave a comment below. If you like this video, give it a little like. And I hope you enjoyed this whole series of different things that first-time cruisers ask for, and really all the things that you possibly may or may not think of for going on a cruise. I've had this cough for like 2 weeks now, and it's like a tickle in my throat, so I apologize. Alright, don't forget to subscribe. Take care, have a great day.